If it seems like the more colleges and universities make policies about academic cheating, the more ways to cheat pop up, you might not be wrong. Our final story on WGLT Sound Ideas today, we'll talk with Illinois State University economist Rajiv Goel, who says the anonymous nature of the internet creates policing challenges in considering AI programs like ChatGPT and other sneaky ways to commit fraud. The retired professor has a new paper out showing term paper vendors and other cheaters are marketing more as academic institutions specify more things that are offenses. In this interview with WGLT's Charlie Schlenker, Goel says he created internet indices by state and trolled the web for a variety of factors: help with term paper, plagiarism, cheating, ChatGPT, the presence of penalties, and policies stated on course syllabuses. Goel says he tailored the searches the way a student looking for help on the down low would form the question.
So I tried to create internet indices by state. So think about if I was a potential student, and not everybody is using these aids necessarily, but now either I am not on the ball, so I am behind, or I am not competent. So at the last minute as a student, I am looking for somebody to, internet to aid me. Again, thinking like a potential student, I want this work to be done quickly. So anyways, how many search results came up by state? Plus, it's not that simple, especially for North Carolina. You might have hits for South Carolina, yes, and state of Washington, Washington, D.C., so you have to clean that up. Then what is the potential penalty? Not everybody is looking at, but what is the penalty for plagiarism, cheating, and plagiarism policies? And the other thing is, it is generally capturing strength of enforcement. So when you do cheating and plagiarism, in fact, I was surprised, but in one sense not surprised, that a lot of those were sports-related cheating. Then redid the same thing, put the other term syllabus in there. So now these policies are stated on the syllabus. This is not perfect, but this is hard data, trying to see what's the difference in law enforcement across states.
So what'd you find?
The finding is actually little bit counterintuitive across all these, but that is robust. And the counterintuitive finding is, for now, more policies measured this way are not an effective deterrent, actually. They are actually positively related. So this goes back to, if you want to put intuition onto it, what economists call is demand is creating its supply. So potentially you can't catch the perpetrators right now, and global nature of the internet. So there are all these sites appearing to offer you these services for now.
And that stimulates demand.
Right. So we can't say for now causation. For now, they're positively correlated, but it's across news searches, it's across syllabus, it's across without the syllabus. And perhaps this policies are a little bit behind, but putting AI requirements on the syllabus does not make a difference. It's not a deterrent. People are not reading the syllabus.
That's not a surprise.
Right. It's not earth-shattering finding, but I have imperfect but hard data. And the other thing I found is that a lot of these resources to promote or facilitate this plagiarism behavior are based in other countries. So the global nature of the internet.
What sort of resources?
So, they will write a term paper for you for $6 a page, and a lot of them are in Cyprus.
Cyprus?
Yes.
Why Cyprus?
I wouldn't have thought that, but maybe they have good English and maybe lax laws. 3-4 of them consistently for across different states. They had seemed like some of them had a U.S. presence somewhere, but the main office was overseas. And
so somebody in Cyprus is marketing to U.S. students.
Yes, and it could be also, I was thinking, the same outfit with different names.
How should institutions solve that problem?
That's a good question, and I don't have a great answer, but I am thinking one is perhaps do different kinds of evaluations, yes, and be thinking about, for now, there is no effective way to solve this. So, meaning there are some programs, to detect plagiarism, but they are imperfect, and then have some kind of unique assessments. Of course, that is not possible in every discipline, so that ChatGPT at the end of the day, or these programs are getting the information from the web. So if somehow some of that information is ahead of the what is out there, or some unique answer, that might be a way. For now, policies don't have teeth. Enforcement technology has to ramp up somehow.
Programs that assess textual plagiarism have been around for a long time. You would think they'd be a little more developed than they are now.
That is a viable thought. I don't have hard data, but I'm thinking the incentive to further develop them, monetary incentive, is lacking, relatively speaking. And if I am promoting plagiarism in my software or whatever, yes,
there is an incentive to do that.
There is an incentive.
It's ISU economist Rajiv Goel speaking with WGLT's Charlie Schlenker. Goel's paper with co-author Mike Nelson is published by a global independent research network that is hosted by the Center of Economic Studies in Munich, Germany. Goel also recently studied the link between gun safety legislation and gender breakdowns in state legislatures. If you missed that conversation last week, you can find it right now on the Sound Ideas page at WGLT.org.